Welcome back, Rudy, Alpha Investments. Hope everyone's having a splendid day. We got all kinds of news to talk about in the middle of 2020 today. I know, world's a disaster. Mankind's coming to an end. Magic the Yu-Gi-Oh! And poking your Yu-Gi-Ohs are booming. Inflation's everywhere. We're all getting slapped. We got tetherballs and pretzels. It's a disaster. I know. But not much of a better time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. So as we go through this summer of 2020, Magic is on fire. Obviously, in the next few weeks, are going to be very pivotal, imperative, setting the tone for this new master set and things that are going to be coming out with us officially. It's actually the first time I am going to be watching the spoiler season because I want to know if those conspiracy things and those leaks were true. I'm watching you guys. I want to see if they're accurate. And, of course, it's going to set the tone for these $100 booster packs moving forward. So today, funny little thing. I had a contact about a month ago from a small store around the Texas area, and the gentleman said he ran a 240 booster box mass box opening at the release of Throne of Eldraine. I said, okay, a lot of stores do that, but that's cool. He said, but no, Rudy, let me explain to you what the interesting part is. When I ran the 240 box opening at the release of Throne of Eldraine, did good, made our typical 20-25% net profit. I said, that's great, good for you. Happy to hear that you guys are still pushing through in 2020. Or I guess this was end of 2019 originally, right? Throne last year. He said, but here's the funny thing. We decided to do another small mass box opening on Throne of Eldraine a month ago. I said, okay. And what's your point? He said, well, we did a 120 box opening of Throne of Eldraine last month, and we were comparing the results to our original mass box opening from the release of Throne of Eldraine. And I said, okay. And he told me that he noticed a distinctive difference. This gentleman claimed that the pull rates for the banned cards were reduced on supplemental print runs of the standard product. I thought, well, that's kind of a stretch. I don't know if Wizards is willing to adjust like the print sheet and the placement and everything just because a card was banned. That seems like a lot of behind-the-scenes logistics to make that legitimate. So tinfoil hat comes on. That's what this store owner claims. I don't know if it's accurate. I mean, it has logic to it, but I guess the business side of me has a hard time believing they're going to adjust like a print sheet for like the Mythic slot, and they're going to reduce like some of the Okos and replace it with some of the other Mythics, because it just seems like it'd be a little bit, well, I guess maybe not. You just tweak one of your sheets and then send it off to the printer with the other sheets. I guess it wouldn't be that big a deal. I don't know. I guess as a corporation, I just know they're lazy and they want the most profit. So trying to spend any additional cost to tweak like that just seems like, I don't know, unnecessary money. And how they are with greed and Papa Hasbro, I just don't know if that's legit. But then there's more. So, and then I got this email the other day. Confirmed conspiracies with the Mythics and adjustments in banned cards. Just gentleman on here called me Dr. Rudy Creepy of the 4th Dynasty. I thought I was the 3rd. And he just claimed, this gentleman claims inside information from a Wizards employee that handles the printing logistics, blah, 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 and how they do adjustments on the print sheets on recent sets for banned cards to give players a better experience, because it feels bad to pull a Mythic that's banned. So this gentleman claims that, I don't know if it started with Throne of Eldraine because so many cards were banned. I'm not really sure, but let me just read this to you guys. So this happened. This email came in the last couple weeks. I'm just now getting to it. I apologize. You know, it takes me a while to get to things sometimes. I'm a little slow, everybody. Cut me some slack. I mean, look at the haircut once a year. Okay. So anyways, this guy literally sent sent them email, and he goes, Rudy, I got inside information of the Wizards employee about Mythic printings on recent sets. Core 20 was the first kind of pushed foil printings with 2 foil rares per box. We all know that. That's kind of old news. We learned that on the box openings. Okay. Now, Throne of Eldraine's most recent print run had a reduced number of Okos due to the fact that they were banned, and as he says, quoted, printed to make them feel less of a bad experience for when a new player opens a banned card. I said, okay, that's interesting. And then Wizards seems to be happy with the higher foil pull rates, which we are aware of the double. Like back in the day, you always got 1 foil rare per box. And then they recently, I think it was a couple sets ago, on average you get 2 foil rares per box, which I know everybody on the surface, the Timmy Empire goes, yeah, more foil rares! And then after you really understand how economics and supply and demand and elasticity curves work, you realize, wait a minute, by doubling the supply, you're going to reduce the scarcity, which makes it not feel as special, and now you have a Theros collector's box where every pack has mythics, which doesn't feel very mythical. You know, you kind of dilute that feeling. It's kind of like one of those things where if you're engaged in terrible behavior with the adult sins of gambling, drinking, smoking, drug-related, you're seeking a dopamine pleasure thing. The more you do it, the less you get that pleasure. Therefore, you need more and more, and you crave more and more. For me, that applies easily to Magic. When I was a kid, I'd get one cool card. I think I was on top of the world. Now, I've handled so much cardboard, I smell like the ink. Not much really moves me anymore because I'm so desensitized to handling so much product. So I get how that works psychologically. It does make sense. So this gentleman claims you're correct about the number of euros in Kroxa, I'm assuming that's Theros again, being reduced in the print run. This was an experiment. This gentleman, now this is tinfoil hattie. I'm not on board with this, but I'm going to read it to you all. This gentleman claims that Euro and Kroxa, I believe those were the two mythic, weren't those the mythic ones that had a hard time getting the collector boxes, right? Were those the Titans or something? This was an experiment by Wizards to understand the impact of reducing specific chase rares or mythics in a set and the impact on price. I don't have any information if there's going to continue this test, but this is what they did this time. That's interesting because I remember doing all those Theros collector box openings. We need to do some more. If you're a patron, send me a message. Let's do a couple more Theros collector box opening. Let's revisit that. It's been a while. I know some people have been asking about the Theros thing lately because Theros has been selling really good, but it was such a bad start. No one's really talking about it. It's just kind of like this elephant in the room in the corner. Nobody really talks about Theros. Kind of strange. But I remember that. I remember there were certain mythics. We wouldn't get any of the box toppers, any of the alternate extended foil mythic anything, but then the other God cards, we'd get a bazillion of them. I remember that. Alright, so anyways, Core 2021 has now pushed the number of mythics again from 5 to 7, and bundles even have a, Fat Pack bundles have a higher pull rate of mythics than regular booster packs, with a seeded average of 2.5 mythics per Fat Pack. That's very specific data for someone just making something up. That's very interesting. Gluten-free Ugin is also short printed, like Oko and Euro was. I don't know if this is, I think it's spelled wrong. To maintain a higher secondary market price. Has that been true, everybody? If anybody's been opening standard boxes of Core 2021, I haven't done that yet. Obviously, everybody's been around this channel for years. You guys know I don't really dabble with the standard cheap boxes until they come off allocation, where Wizards allows large orders. So I'm really kind of restricted on that for the first 30 days. But I do know in the Core 2021 collector boxes we cracked, I think we got maybe like 5 videos left in the queue. Have we been getting lower Ugins? Has gluten-free Ugin been showing up less than Mr. T and like Grim Tutor and the other stuff? I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's accurate on there. Zendikar, last statement here. Zendikar will also have higher pull rates on mythics, and there'll be super high-end chase cards hidden within Zendikar. No details provided. Now that is something I do believe. I've been saying it for a while. Zendikar is going to have some sort of return to priceless treasure lottery card thing. I've been saying that for the last 3 months, and we got no proof of anything, but I do firmly believe there's going to be some sort of super, I don't know, mythical, super mega, ultra rare slot in the Zendikar product that's going to be like the ultimate chase thing. I've been saying that for a while. I think that's going to hold true. I don't think it's going to be maybe like, wouldn't that be awesome? They went back to doing like reserve list cards from the old set, like slipping in like played ones. That'd be awesome, but I don't see that happening. But I think it's going to be some sort of fetch land special thing because Zendikar is known for that. That's my theory. I know something special is coming with it. But anyways, I wanted to share that. I guess the fact that this letter aligned with something I received a couple months ago, but I thought it was a little tinfoil hatty. There was a little overlap on it I thought was a little interesting. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't know, everybody, if I fully believe the concept that Wizards is adjusting the print sheets as the print runs are redone in the life cycle of a standard product, because that seems pricey and an extra layer of difficulty that a corporation doesn't want to spend the money on. It's possible, but I can't. It's plausible. We'll call it that, like Mythbusters. It's plausible, but I can't confirm that information. But I at least wanted to share that today in a simple 10-minute video with everybody. I do believe the Zendikar thing. I think there's going to be some really surprise spice on that. Same thing with Double Masters. Very excited to see next week with the Double Master spoilers. I never usually follow spoiler season, but again, when you're selling $100 booster packs and Wizards is trying to change the direction of Magic, it's kind of a big deal. So that was an interesting little video. Hope you guys learned something today. That's all I got. Very interesting.